Welcome back everybody to another video. Today, 2008 Pilot, and we're gonna do inner and outer tie rods. Job's not too hard, so stay with me. Like, share, subscribe, and let's get into it. The passenger outer tie rod end is ES800824. The driver side outer tie rod end is ES800825. The inner tie rod for both sides is EV800712. Step 1. Jack up the vehicle and take off the wheels. Go through with some PB Blaster. Just spray all your threads everywhere and get everything nice and soaked. Oh, I missed one. I'm gonna have to spray that right now. First thing we want to break loose is this locking nut here. So I don't have the right size wrench, so I use an adjustable, and looking at it this way from the outside, you're gonna turn it righty-loosey instead of righty-tighty. So you're gonna put it on and you're gonna rotate it this way, clockwise. Grab a pair of dikes and we're going to remove this cotter pin. So straighten it out as much as you can. Then you're going to grab it with the teeth part on the front and use it as a pry bar. Grab it, twist, grab it, twist, like this. See that? How I just pulled it out. Use a 17mm, loosen the nut, bring it all the way up to the top of the stud here. Now that the nut's at the top, you have a couple ways to do it. Pry bar and hammer way, which is what I'm doing. You just jam the pry bar. You don't have to pull super hard. Just pull, with a decent amount of force. Then you whack right here with the hammer until this outer tie rod lets go of the knuckle. You can also use a pickle fork and a hammer to whack the end of it to pry it out. You can also use a ball joint removal tool, tie rod removal tool, which is like a little arm deal, and then there's a bolt that comes through and pushes it out. When all else fails, grab the torch. You're going to heat up the knuckle piece and whack on this until it separates. Finally got this thing apart. Let it cool down so you don't burn yourself. Take your ratchet, remove the rest of this bolt, and then we'll get to removing everything else. We got the outer tie rod disconnected. Now we're just going to unscrew it lefty-loosey. Use a pair of pliers. Crimp and pull this clamp off. Grab your wrench, and we need to remove this nut all the way off so we can get this off and we can get that off. Grab you a pair of cutters. We're going to cut this clamp back here, and that will disconnect the bellow from the steering rack. To get this off, you're going to just pull, and then you're going to wiggle, and pull, and you have to get over the hump on the inner tie rod with this little piece, and then it comes right out, and this steering rack is leaking and is not very good. So the customer will have to know. Steering rack will end up failing. You need to get yourself one of these inner tie rod removal tools. You slide it over here, and you're going to need it. You're going to need to know if you're putting it on or taking it off. So since we're taking it off, we want to do lefty-loosey. So I'm going to mount it something like that. And then you'll get a extension with a big breaker bar, and you'll just lefty-loosey this thing right out, and it just unscrews. No big deal. Grab your new inner tie rod and the washer that came with it. The washer has these two tabs. Those two tabs line up with those two openings, and so when you're tightening this down, make sure these tabs are in these grooves. Once you have it as tight as you can get it by hand, you're going to reinstall this tool, and we're going to use the same extension and breaker bar or torque wrench, whatever you use to take it off, and you're going to tighten this thing. Next step you're supposed to do is, see how this is overhanging? You're supposed to grab something and bash this lip on the washer over the flat spot of the inner tie rod. You're supposed to do that on both sides. Find a hose clamp now to replace the crimp style one that you threw away. You're gonna push this over the little lip. Then you have to push the back side over the shiny lip. Make sure it's seated fully. Now that it's seated fully, you're gonna tighten the hose clamp. Use a pair of pliers to replace the factory crimp clamp on the front. Tilt this down, clean off the threads if there's any dirt or grime on them, and we're gonna put the nut on. Screw on the nut, then screw on the outer tie rod as much as you think will get you close. It'll allow you to do less twists on the inner tie rod to get the alignment close enough. So what we're gonna do here, push it in by hand, make sure if there's any gunk, you clean it off the threads. Then we're gonna hand thread this on, and we're gonna tighten this guy all the way down. Tighten it down, see how the hole lines up with that slot? That's what we want. Then we're gonna take it, the longer end you want on top, you want that to be all the way seated. Then we're gonna take our pair of Dykes side cutters, grab this, bend it all the way over. There we go, it's over, bent through. Then this one's cut shorter, the bottom one, and it's bent down. Put the tires back on, torque the lug nuts, and the job is done. So I'm gonna show you a trick here that'll help you just get this thing close enough to drive to the alignment place. This is not going to give you a perfect alignment, okay? So you see the back tire? You're gonna go like this with your eyes. And what you want to have happen is you want to have the front of this tire and the back of this tire to be in line with the rear tire all at the same exact time. So right now you can see the back tire, you can see the back of this tire and this. And when the tire in the back disappears, so the back of this tire disappears before that. So I need to change the inner tie rod and bring the tire like this. I need to tow it in so that this and this part of the tire are even with the back tire all at the same time. So that's all you're gonna do. Get it close enough, then go get a Firestone lifetime alignment. You'll pay 200 something bucks, 220 bucks I think it is, and you'll never have to pay for alignment ever again as long as you own the car. After adjusting the inner tie rod to get the tire close enough, do not forget to lock down this nut. Hopefully this video saved you a bunch of money. If it did, look me up on Patreon. Give me $1 a month because I'm poor. And watch some more videos. Like, share, subscribe. Till next time, wrench on.